What's poppin'?
Well, poppin', man. You know what's going on, man. TSL Memphis.
Where we at, though?
And we in Memphis with this right now. In the M right now. You know where these rap don't come to. But Sauce don't be here, man. Sleep here, stay here, man. You know, so as long as we want to, man. What are you talking about? Head to toe them people, man. Got this shit on bankroll, go yards, diamonds, all this shit, man. We having this shit, man. See what the fuck going on.
Holding this shit.
The sauce on it, man.
Still holding though. Forever holding, putting it, gravity unit, G unit.
Sauce shit, man.
Oh man, so it looks like that boy Sauce Walker has had another close run-in with death. This isn't his first time. It isn't his second time. I don't know. I think this is like the fourth or fifth time that Sauce Walker has rubbed his shoulder against the Grim Reapers. And once again, Sauce survives the incident, except this time his artist, Say So P, wasn't so lucky. At the beginning of this video, we seen a clip of them in Memphis kind of celebrating together. You heard Say So P basically say, we're in Memphis right now, the place where these other rappers can't go, and we're gonna be here for as long as we want to. Well, I'm sure this morning Sauce is probably wishing that he never went to Memphis, because at around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Sauce and Say So P were walking out of their hotel room at the Westin Hotel. Across the street from the FedEx Forum, a gunman was waiting in a car, and when he seen him, he opened fire, hitting Sauce Walker in the thigh and leaving Say So P dead. This all happened in broad daylight in a busy part of Memphis. So there were witnesses to the whole incident, and police have identified the car that was used in the drive-by. So they do have a couple of leads to work with, but as of right now, the entire situation is still under investigation. Now, the Memphis police did release a statement about this entire thing where they said that they believe this was a targeted attack and that it wasn't random. They said at approximately 2:42 p.m. today, officers responded to a shooting at the 100 block of George W. Lee Avenue. One male was pronounced deceased and another man was transported to the hospital in non-critical condition. This appears to be an isolated incident, not random violence. Officers have identified the suspect vehicle and are actively working to make an arrest. Now, that identification of the vehicle may come in handy depending on if these guys used their own personal vehicle, and assuming that it wasn't a hot car or a stolen vehicle, because chances are for a hit in broad daylight like this, chances are that they probably weren't in their personal vehicle, but only time will tell. Now, when it comes to what exactly happened, there has been a ton of speculation online, with most people believing that Sauce was not the target of what happened, but instead his artist Say So P, the guy who died, probably more than likely was the target. And so the first bit of speculation that I seen coming out online was that this probably happened due to rap politics in the city. By that, I mean the entire thing that went down between Yo Gotti and CMG and Young Dolph and PRE. In Memphis, there is basically two sides. You got people that are rocking with Yo Gotti. You got people that were rocking with Young Dolph. Sauce made it a point to align and affiliate himself with one particular side in that beef, and that was pretty much Yo Gotti's side. You know, he's cool with Big 30, he's cool with Moneybagg Yo. All of these guys are cool with Yo Gotti. Also, Say So P was. So a lot of people started pointing to the rap politics in the city, mostly because a rapper named CEO Jizzle, this was Young Dolph's cousin and also his artist, he went up on Facebook within minutes of the shooting happening, before it was even released to the public, and he said, y'all check on Drake Baby for me. Drake Baby is a guy who is really close friends with Say So P. So he said, y'all check on Drake Baby for me. He said, I can't find his number. I ain't even trying to be funny. Somebody responded and said, what he do? And Jizzle responded and say So and them got shot. I'm trying to check on Sosa Man. Now, for the naive people in the audience, he's not actually trying to check on anybody. He is taunting them with this message right here. Now, Draco would see these messages and he would respond. He left a message right here that said, you a bitch. Jizzle responded and said, you act like I dissed him or something. Cry baby ass YN. Don't get hurt, kid. Draco responded. He said, cuz you ain't no threat. You heard what I said. You a bitch. Take it however you want to take it. Some random person responded to Draco and said, I ain't gonna lie. You ain't even on shit. Stay out of town, little bruh. Jizzle would respond responding, he said, "You definitely not a threat to me. You a kid on Jesus. You got so much unfinished smoke. You ain't even complete yet. I'm the last person you want to go at. I ain't none of your little ops. You play and I'm gonna handle you on the Bible. And I don't play fair, you sissy ass YN." Draco responded and just said, "Okay." So clearly there is some smoke happening right there between them two. Like I said, you got some people saying that, Jizzle posting so quick means that he had insider knowledge of what had happened, that clearly this had to do with the rap politics. But I mean, you also had other people saying, how else was he supposed to react? Everybody knows that this beef exists in the city. Of course, he's celebrating when he finds out one of his quote unquote ops is gone, which is honestly just terrible. But that wasn't the only theory that was forming. Another guy from Memphis tagged Say So P in this post right here. He said, "Exit 8 the bank," which is Say So P's handle. He said, "Say So P know he's supposed to have security with him. Ain't no way you thought you had that much rank in the city that nobody was gonna try you, especially after pulling out all that money last night. And you had beef here already. Them folks been waiting on you to come back. Come on, man. You ran off with 200K. Shaking my head. If you having money motion and a millionaire with you, armed security should have been the first thing you got. Folks gotta stop trying to prove they can move around and not get touched." Shaking my head. "I'm praying for his family though. This is a sad situation." So a few things there. You can hear him say that at some point in time, apparently Say So P ran off with $200,000 that was somebody else's money. That could possibly be a motive for why he got smoked. Another thing is he said that, you should have been moving more carefully because you was in the club last night pulling out them racks. And there's some videos out there of them in the club, and it does look like they was having some money on them. So that could have made them a target. And another thing that he mentioned here is that Say So P and Sauce should have had security while they were in the city instead of moving around and acting like they can't get touched. And interestingly enough, I did find this picture right here of Sauce Walka with Say So P. This is the day that everything went down, and you can see with them they do have 2 security officers. So this led to theories that maybe security might have been slipping, or maybe security opened up a back door for this to happen. So we had people from the security company responding. One of them posted this right here up that says, "All that trolling ain't gonna do but get one of you dudes embarrassed. I wasn't with Sauce or Say So this morning. I was at work. They booked me to escort them to reservations and be with them while they was in there last night. And we did exactly that. After that, we went our separate ways. Anything that happened after that had nothing to do with me and was out of my control." So the security is denying having any involvement in it. They also posted this. It said, "On behalf of BRS," which is the security company they was using, they said, "Sauce Walka nor Say So P was under my supervision at the time of the incident. I do spread my condolences to him and his family. BRS out." So I mean, that does make sense, if they were only booked to protect them, at night while they were in the club having a good time. I do think they probably should have kept that security detail with them a little bit longer given everything that happened. But it may not be so cut and dry, because I was seeing posts like this one right here that said, "I ain't gonna say the security Say So P and Sauce Walka hired gave up the low, but I will say they security posted a video on the same street they got shot on just a couple of hours before they got shot." I looked for this video. I couldn't find this video, but I did see posts saying that security was allegedly in the vicinity, whether they were working with Sauce Walka at that time or not. I did see people saying that they were in the vicinity, which is enough for me to give them the side eye for sure. Now, when it comes to who was targeted, the general consensus is that it wasn't Sauce Walka. It was Say So P that was the target of this. In fact, we even had Rainwater, which is Mo3's old manager. He's from Texas, just like Sauce is. We had Rainwater going on a clubhouse call with WAC 100, and Rainwater says that the shooter that did this actually stood over Sauce Walka and could have took his life, but decided not to when they realized that it was him, and implies that the shooter was only looking for Say So P and that was their only target.
More lax for out of towners to come in town, because ain't nobody running around on the bush. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I feel freely walking through that hole now.
Yeah, ain't nobody running around on the bush. You know what I'm saying?
So LA
Man,
safe now.
it's still what it is. Like Texas is looking. What the going on with Sauce now?
I think they said. I think that white. I mean, that white
He
boy
dead.
mentioned. Yeah, he from there though. He had some more shit going on there.
Oh, he from there?
Yeah, he from there. So
Now
it
it's
looks.
making sense because I thought the nigga. I'm like, is this nigga from Texas?
Nah, I heard they stood over Walk and realized it was Walk and said, "Nah, you good." He knew what he did and ran off.
Oh, they stood over it.
Yeah, and realized it was Walk.
Oh, they didn't know it was him.
They ain't know him now. Buddy from there, he was popping it and on that Sprinter. Like we back, I'm back here. You know, he was popping this shit. I'm here. Ain't nobody gonna do shit. I'm with South Walker.
Oh yeah, he tripped. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. They got so many new niggas running around here. A bunch of names. I seen my guy. What's his nigga name? Trio something.
Yeah, he's a goof ass.
Yeah, he put a list of artists between Dallas and Texas. I mean Dallas and Houston. It's a few names I didn't know. So it's a lot of new niggas bubbling. Well, I ain't gonna even say bubbling, but they down there. Cause me and you both know this urban shit, nigga, it's a little difficult right now.
Yeah, that shit watered down right now.
It's watered down, nigga. Them motherfucking labels they ain't turning on the water. They try to turn that shit off. So it's a lot going on our side. I talked to Loose Cannon today. He waiting to get extradited back to Los Angeles so he can try to get another bail hearing.
Yeah, but how was he cool with Big U like that, and he was cool with you?
Well, no, he ain't fucked with him in a couple years. It probably been about 2.5 years since he with him.
Don't let that nigga switched on him fast.
This investigation go back to 2021.
Yo, man, so that's what we got. Rest in peace to say. So, P, I hope Sauce Walka has a speedy recovery. I do wish that we could stop seeing stuff like this happen. It's tragic every time I have to do one of these stories, but it's just the way that the world works, I suppose, man. But that's what we got. That's all the details that I know. That's the story. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about it in the comments down below. Anyways, that's basically it for the video, guys. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, tap the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. As always, it's been fun rocking with y'all, man. I'm out.